Good morning. I'm Jeff Schaeberles. This is my wife, Star. The Stewardship and Generosity Committee drugged me out of the balcony long enough for us to talk to you about how ERUCC has been a face of love for us. We've been members of the congregation for almost 30 years, and during this time we've had many opportunities to experience the love of the church. Many people at ERUCC were incredibly supportive when Star's parents passed away this spring, as well as when my father died several years ago, and during Star's surgeries. These outpourings of concern and love were overwhelming and were a great help in getting us through these difficult times. But this is about more than just us. One of the clearest signs of ERUCC's faces of love is when you look at the participants at ERUCC events. So many of these events involve members and friends of all ages. Whether it's the Franklin trip, family camping, the beach retreat, protest marches, Christmas pageants, youth events, and more, you see not only a wide range of ages, but everybody is participating together and working together. Our youth learn valuable lessons of all types from this interaction, and they really do appreciate this help and this interaction. Our boys grew up in the church and consider many of the older members as grandparents, and sometimes even as parents, although to them, having multiple parents was not always the best thing. Oops, no, I'm not done yet. That was the early service. Okay, ERUCC has shown love to others by being at the forefront of many of the social justice initiatives in Frederick, including marriage equality, racial equality, support for our Muslim and Jewish friends when they came under fire. ERUCC has stood up against gun violence, excessive use of force against people of color, and the oppression of members of our community. ERUCC support has extended outside of the Frederick area, with many members attending the March for Our Lives and the women's marches in Washington, D.C., as well as many trips to Franklinton Center in North Carolina to support the people living in that area that don't have the quality of life that we have here in Frederick. Okay, now it's your turn.
We became more consistent members of the church after our first child, Tyler. Unlike Jeff, I did not grow up in a church, so I wanted our children to have that spiritual connection. I was fortunate enough to meet Kim Sexton and Stephanie Seitz, and we all had children about the same age. And about that time, Alex came along. So we wanted to have our children grow up in a church that had children's faith as a priority. As you may know, Kim was way ahead of this journey, so it was easy for me to follow. Kim's ministry for our children at ER was a huge piece to our sons learning about Jesus. From baptism to youth group, Tyler and Alex had so many wonderful experiences and so many loving adults who helped mold them into the men they are today. Both had supported the church for their Eagle projects. Tyler painted a mural over in one of the Sunday school rooms, and Alex obtained and customized our mission trip trailer. We are forever grateful for this village. Barbara, along with many adults, have been instrumental in providing our kids valuable experiences and expose them to the importance of peace and justice. Our youth are among the few who stand up at these events, and it's among hundreds of people, and speak their passion on topics such as gun control and immigration. It is Barbara, Kim, all the Sunday school teachers, the mentors, and the congregation who have and continue to travel with our kids on this spiritual journey. They have left a mark on their hearts to stand up and speak up for those less fortunate. During COVID, Barbara, Kim, and the staff have done an exceptional job in keeping in touch with youth, adults, the young, and the very young. We feel more blessed than words can convey to be members of ERUCC. Thank you.